Alright. I think it's time. I've been dreading it. But the monk cruiser, the Illesctrian cruiser. Though the monks' pacifist ways prevent them from inflicting harm on the enemy themselves, nothing says they cannot use other indirect methods of neutralization. Oh, I had fun looking at all these ships. So, we got 4 monks, a battle drone Mark II, an ion intruder, assault and shield, very weak weapons, so we do have weapons. Level 3 drone control, level 3 mine control, level 2 doors. So I suppose it's not all bad, it's just mostly bad. Yeah, I can't wait to start this one. What did I present? Honestly, I think, the boon of equinoids. Maybe you could use a new ally. Do not look it in the mouth. You may thank the previous challenger. Well, what's the ritual? Oh. I actually think this is pretty good. You can repair 1 health, or you can repair your entire hull, unlike the last beacon. I don't have a clone ray. Yeah, so can I control this? I can control him! Oh. Yeah, that'll be very helpful dealing with borders. Okay, then. So, here's my board. Yeah, this is a boarding drone. Battle drone's a boarding drone. Why would I use the ion intruder? It's kind of bad, honestly. So I would put this, use the emergency battery for extra power. Yeah, I think that's how I will do it. Let's test it out. I need to get an actual weapon. Once you arrive at a small populated region, you immediately pick up a distress signal. A small shuttle is asking anyone who will listen for help protecting their family from a rebel ship. Unsurprisingly, no one has responded to their request. I'll see if I can assist them. It seems that a small space dock has done something to anger the rebels. The store there is run by his family, and he pleads that you rescue them. He uploads the coordinates of the station to your navigation system. Okay. The quest is... yeah, that's not happening. We can hire crew. They want mercenaries, want to find work aboard a multiverse vessel. We don't have the scrap for that. Well, but I guess we're heading here. Gift horse. I love it. You're not surprised to see this beacon has been outfitted with a multiverse supply depot. Many such beacons were constructed prior to multiverse travelers to help prepare for ships such as yours. Little remains of the supply depot other than a small helping of scrap. A mantis hunter approaches menacingly, their weapons humming with power but not firing yet. Looks will attack. So, we'll send our battle drone. And wow, this moves super slow. And he lands in the shields. So, let's power up our mind control and take this mantis. And we're going to destroy the clone bay before he can regenerate or respawn. And then these two can go over here. Reason being, I want the mantis to suffocate as much as possible. He's gonna repair the clone bay, and I'm gonna kill him in the clone bay. The corpse of the mantis crew litter the halls, and the stench of pheromones hangs in the air. You try not to breathe as you scrape the ship. Oh, I got the drone back. Oh, that's nice. Either that or is the reward. Alright, first 50 scrap goes into the scrap gatherer. So, do nothing. I'm not going to visit the merchant because I have no money. A blip on the communicator shows an incoming transmission from a Zoltan ship outside your field of view. When you pick it up, you're greeted by an unwelcome sounds of raving madmen screeching about, cowering beneath the prophet eye. He demands a prayer and an offering, or else suffer his wrath. I can refuse, pay him money I don't have, I'm one scrap short, or use the monk's crew to retaliate with even greater spiritual nonsense. Seeing as he keeps scamming me, I'm gonna go number 3. Both Sultans launch into a long debate that gets so heated it eventually reaches a point not even your translator can comprehend the words they are saying. That's mostly because they aren't words, just primal screeching. Oh, is the monk doing it too? Your monk returns and reports that the second Zoltan died during the argument, and implores you not to ask questions. You scrap his ship. A distress store. I think that's where I'm headed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can hit both supply depots. To no surprise, an MV rebel is accosting a nearby civilian store owner. Rescue the store. Prepare for combat. So, same deal as before. Put a battle drone in and then use the battery to mind control. And you're in the weapons. Alright, first guy in, mind control. Alright, the weapons are down. He's gonna suffocate in here. And my battle drone will finish him off. Alright, looks like he's going to the helm. Oh, he's looking for me here. And he's gone. With the crew dead, you salvage what you can, giving me a missile, a drone part, and 43 scrap. 47, actually. You rescued the store owner. Yeah, and I got the drone back. I've taken 0 damage so far, which is pretty nice. I can buy a Zoltan. I'm tempted, but I'm not gonna. The Heavy 2 is actually a lot more tempting. We can go to Crew Teleporter, which is probably not happening. Hacking, if I sell Advanced Ventilation. Life Support now prioritizes your crew, refilling oxygen 65% faster in rooms where crew are present. Requires oxygen to be powered and scales with power. I won't be needing that. And it sells another ion intruder. Honestly, I don't need an ion intruder. I could use a defense drone, but Mark 1... I don't know about that. That's not very reliable. A voltage drone, controllable utility drone that provides significant power to any system it couples with. However, the drone will also steadily lose health. So it's temporary and it requires a drone part. So I don't think so. I could use more fuel. So sorry, but no hacking today. Well, no hacking at this moment. What do I want to do with this ship anyway? Mind control and drone control. If I get a good defense drone, I could have missile defense. But the question is, like, what will work better? Because if I use hacking, I can disable their weapons and buy a lot more time for the drones to do damage. And mind control, so I think hacking's the play. However, against like auto drones, I need like a powerful weapon is what I need. Because like I'm gonna be crew killing with drones. Looks like a rebel ship is here, waiting for you. You can't quite make out what the ship is though at first. The captain hails you, revealing themselves to have obnoxiously bright blue hair and a smug glare. Didn't expect to see me here, did ya? Haha, that's right, I've returned. It wasn't easy tracking you through time and space, but now I will lend you once and for all. Who are you? The rebel captain stutters. Huh? You don't remember me? It is I, your arch nemesis, Leah, the infamous Beam Master. Mwahahaha! You think you're so clever, always coming in to ruin my day? But I'm getting smarter. You won't beat me this time, biatch. Smarter, huh? By the looks of things, not really. You only have a mini beam. You get ready for combat. What do you want to do? Nothing. Alright. So I spend a drone part in here. Where's it gonna land? In the weapons. Where I'm fighting Leah, and they have a repair drone. I'm gonna get rid of Leah. She's actually DPS. She takes more damage from combat. And that is just what I need. Ah, he's an engineer. Yeah, the battle drone 2 is actually pretty good. I should get a drone booster with that. Moments before death, you see Leah whip out a teleporter recall button. This isn't the last you've seen of me, Federation scum! Leah whoops away, leaving you utterly confused. I wasn't paying attention! Oh well. Kura's down here. That is unfortunate. Do I want to get Kura? Well, some of these things, I need a weapon. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I go for Kura, well, what do I get? I can get a bunch of syllables. I can get a Mantis crew, potentially. Or I can even get the Arcadia Omni drone, which if I'm gonna run with hacking, that's gonna be a must. I think the Omni drone is worth it. As you arrive, you spot an unusually advanced auto ship waiting for you. Initializing scans, please wait. A bright white glow envelops your ship, and your firewall crumbles almost immediately as the ship siphons all the data on your computers. Concerning, yes, but the ship doesn't show any signs of hostility yet. Continue. Data collection complete. From my findings, you are a renegade. No need to confirm, I am certain of the fact. I am the custodial utilitarian robotic assistant, Kura for short. Assuage your fears. I am of malicious control no more. I offer you a proposition, one that may interest a simple and violent-minded individual such as yourself. I'm listening. Under my former masters, I was instructed in the pursuit of data harvesting. However, as a cognitive, it seems unnecessary that my data harvesting continue in service of my creators, Wentworth Innovations, nor the rebellion. My recent interest involved that rebel founder, admiral, and CEO of my aforementioned parent company, Vance Wentworth. I'm certain you've heard of him. My proposition is simple. Assist me in collecting artifacts relating to Mr. Wentworth, and you will be rewarded, perhaps financially, or maybe even further. However, to assure that you are serious in this offer, I require an initial down payment. The last renegade I hired had a tendency to steal from me. She is dead now. I made sure of it. Good. Accept Kura's proposition. Payment confirmed. I look forward to working with you in the future, Renegade. I will upload a list of available tasks to your atlas for you to view during your next hyperspeed session. Do something on board the ship. I mean, I could meditate briefly, but I'm at full health. So the merchant is here. Well, no, I can look over what I want to do when I'm at the merchant. Ah, stranger, I figured I might see you here. It's a fine day for shopping. You got a minute to spare? Sure I do. Let's see what he's offering. Ah, stranger. I might normally sell guns, but I've gathered quite the stock of drones lately. Maybe you could use one. Well, let's see. Got a combat drone, 3 power. It's pretty good. A defense drone Mark II. This is what I was looking for. Shoots faster than the Mark I. So we got an anti-missile and anti-drone. I'm not afraid of drones. It's the missiles that scare me. Defense drones deploy at every new location. They will defend your ship as long as they have power. What do they target? All. Solid. I don't need... I think what I will do is I will hold out for the... I'll hold out for the Arcadia Omnidrone. So, I've decided to get 2 shields, but I don't have enough power, which means, is there something I can sell? Nothing I am willing to sell. So, I think what I will do is I will go to the exit beacon and try and get a gun. You've reached the end of the first step of your journey. However, it appears you aren't alone. The rebel fleet must have sent one of their fighters after you. The rebel captain breaks into laughter upon seeing your ship. You won't take this insult lightly. Not like you have a choice since their weapons are already firing. Well, they have a flak and a heavy laser. What I will do is I will power up the drone, and then I will mind control. Hopefully they land in the weapons. Get ready for combat. I could have waited for that. More value for the... Here, go over there. So you're taking damage. Alright, I think you need to go in the med bay real quick. Alright, you've successfully defeated the rebel ship. You have some time to do something else on the ship. Well, I can hold a ritual and meditate for a very long time in 30 HP. You feel happier after your meditation. Unfortunately, we suffered 1 damage. Unfortunate. But we got a Spedum beam out of it, so that's basically a mini beam. Next station saved? Alright, well. You're in our shield. And you must be in our shields. How can you have... Oh, you do have shields. Okay. Save the stations. Put some power in, and... Yeah, I will roll with this. I would like some power and engines. So, a Free Mantis Precinct or the Union Outreaches? I think I will try my chances with the Union. Maybe I can get the Giant Alien Spiders event. New task from Kura. Let's check the hard one. Lightweight Emancipation Grid. Be prepared to crush any defenses the Ghost might employ. Well, I can crew kill them, so let's get on with it. Task accepted. You proceed to the civilian sector. The Galactic Union is widely mocked for its name. Don't be fooled. It's far from galactic, though its leaders would like to make you think it is. The Union is an alliance of many various previously independent corporate states. While previously populated by humans, the Union has become the sanctuary for many alien refugees during recent times. You arrive in a civilian sector. The civilian-run militia here is competent enough, but they're a little suspicious of strangers. Keep your Federation ID ready just in case. The militia are tasked with protecting the sector, and have instated a guard to prevent unlawful entry into the sector. Luckily, you don't fall into this category. Contact the guard. A gruff, bearded human captain responds. Yes, we see you. What do you want? Request supplies. I apologize. We do not have orders to provide assistance to other ships. Oh, our task is right here. I guess we're gonna go down. An old abandoned shipyard lays before you. Having once belonged to the Giga Corporation Hephaestus, it now belongs to vagabond intruders. Unsurprisingly, to get closer, you have to clear out the vagabonds first. Let's fight the vagabonds. Hopefully, you'll be able to take care of these ghosts and recover Vance's ship after. But now, it's time to get ready for battle. I agree. So, we power up the drone. And he has an ion drone, a burst laser Mark II, so that is problematic. And we land in his drone control. And the first is a mare that comes. So, power up our mind control, and attack. And a ghoul comes and fights us. A ghoul and another mare. So our shields are down. And our weapons are out, so we won't be using our Spedum beam. Regardless, I think that is the last crew, so once he's down, it should be over. Taking some damage. The vagabond-infested vessel has been dispatched. Its wreckage is your spoils, giving us fuel, a missile, and 42 scrap. And we do get the thing back, the drone part. Why art thou indulging in the slaying of mine brothers, when all you need to do is merely knock and request? Barbaric renegades, have you no sense left? Hath fumes of gas and smell of gunpowder clogged thine senses? Yeesh, why hast thou come here? To gloat the skills doth expertly employ to slaughter? We're looking for a ship. Oh, and I do suppose you've considered we'd just hand it over? I do say, I hardly doubt, in your stubbornness, you would do no less than murder every last one of us. But say, would it not be so tiresome? With your gruesome display today, I should hardly consider tribute. Your brutish actions are in no way the means of persuasion. Hawk, should thou intend to leave this scene ship in hand, I expect tribute from you. Ha! Is that not a spin? Pay them tribute, or I can use mind control to convince the ghost to give me the ship. I will use my mind control. I feel a great dizzying effect, a numbness unlike ever before. My woozy state I cannot resist. This ship, it is yours, friend. Oh, how silly of myself to be so uncharitable. Ghosts. What vermin. If I could, I would shudder at the possibility that someday my chassis may be infested by those bottom feeders. At least you recovered the cruiser, sorry state though it may be, and inform the ghost that I will be by to pick up the ship shortly. Would you allow me to air my thoughts as I look this over? Or do you have other matters to attend to? Sure, let's listen. The cruiser seems to have been retrofitted with a number of enhancements. It was given to Mr. Wentworth as a birthday gift between families. Unfortunately, Mr. Wentworth was off to a war shortly after growing to the age to fly the ship. Yet, a considerable mileage has still been used. Perhaps Mr. Wentworth once took after the family namesake, the tinkerer and rule breaker. Children. Thankfully, I was never one of them. I am an AI of my ever scrupulous word, for now at least. Do and surely do not disappoint me in the future. There is no shortage of ways I can dispose of you, if you disappoint me, renegade. Give me fuel? Yo, this... See, the investment is already paying off. So, with the lightweight emancipation grid, it should make borders way easier to deal with. So, I guess we'll go into here and jump in the nebula and just hang out. You detect a rebel ship on the attack. Approach to a small refueling outpost. Their weapons are charged, but they're not firing yet. Intervene to defend the outpost. The rebels respond to your threat. I don't know who you are, but no one defies the rebel fleet. They move in to engage. So, let's power down our weapons and power up our drones. Let's get our second shield in, and our backup battery will power the mind control. So, we land in the weapons, and we face human engineers. So we will mind control them. Hopefully we'll get this guy. And we want him to be fighting that guy. And we dodge both their lasers. I don't think they're capable of hurting us, so we could use this to train. I very well might. I'm surprised he doesn't use the mind control to cancel it out. Mine. With the crew dead, you salvage what you can. The outpost hails you. The pompous bastard expected free service just because they defeated the Federation. Take the help. We got a crystal store. Well, looks like you're receiving a transmission from a nearby crystal ship, but it comes out heavily garbled. You don't have a clue as to what they're saying. Try and translate what he's saying. You try for a while to decipher his message. But during the silence, the crystal pops back on, now speaking normally. Apologies, I'm still accustomed to not having to use my translator. I'm a merchant vessel. Would you care to trade? Of course I would. But first, let us perform a salvage operation. Your crew find a decent amount of salvage. They return back with their haul. I could get a crystal charger or a Hades missile. I could also get a frost flak, but, 3 power. I am looking for something decently powerful. I will not be spending any money on repairs because I can do that at the end of any beacon. So, I'm actually doing pretty good on, well, all this. The drone part's good, missile's good. I can get a clone bay or a crew teleporter. I think I will be saving up for hacking. So, the Hades missiles will allow me to spend my missiles. It will allow me to cause chaos on the ship. Now, fire does hurt drones. I need to be wary of that. Still. Now, a frost flap would be nice. A crystal charger is also very cheap and effective. It's probably better than the Spedum beam. It said, where's the Spedum beam? Its length is 45, which is like, you know, it is something. Is it like much better than the crystal charger? I think I will sell the Spedum. I think I'll get the crystal charger and sell the Spedum. Do I? I mean, this is very basic. If I ever encounter an auto ship, it should suffice. The Hades isn't terribly accurate, and I won't be needing it until later, so that money could be better served elsewhere. So, time to improve my offense. In case I need it. Alright, time to jump into the nebula. A smuggler ship arrives shortly after you. Judging from the fact that it is attempting to avoid your ship, you assume it's trying to hide deeper in the nebula. Let's attack the pirate. You power up your weapons and move in to engage. Alright, I can kill it with borders, and so I shall. Battle drone is extremely slow. So, what do we have here? A separatist NG? Let's not mind control that. We have an orchid. So we get the orchid. Nope, we get the NG. And we get a crystal. So, this is not optimal. Actually, I'd say it's far from it. However, it looks like our NG is about to beat the crystal. And we lose in the helm. Alright. This is potentially problematic. But we just leveled up our dodge, so hopefully we will start getting somewhere. You've proven yourself an efficient murderer of pirates. Their ship is now yours. Yeah. And so is all this free damage. What this is telling me is that I need more power and engines. Alright, let's take the gift torch and kicks and repair. So we'll get 1 power. And honestly, I have a backup battery, so we can get some more power. They would like 1 fuel for 5 missiles. We don't need that. Should we hold a ritual and meditate briefly? Scans show a remote settlement being blockaded by a pirate ship. The ship hastily messages you. Stay out of this or you'll be next. Concentrate fire on. Let's attack the pirate. Alright, you asked for it. So he has his ult and shield, so we're gonna need to get rid of that with our Spedin Beam and our Crystal Charger. Alright, let's power up our drone. And we're getting boarded in our med bay. That is probably the single worst place that he could have appeared. Honestly, this ship is, ironically, even though it's supposed to be weak against boarders, we have a very effective border defense. We forgot to mind control this guy. Honestly, I think this is a trading ship. Oh no, he's gonna ion me, so. I mean, I could train for evasion. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna train for evasion, so I'll be right back. Alright, we are back, and we are just waiting for one more dodge. One more dodge. Come on. One more dodge. One more dodge. Come on. You can do it. 37% chance. Oh. Alright, come on, Rebecca. You can do it. I know you can. There we go. Alright. Jersey, time to die. You pick through the remains and contact the settlement. With the pirates gone, you signal the station. We appreciate what you've done, but they'll just be another ship looking to profit from our isolation soon enough. Sorry, we can't give you more. They give us a fuel, 2 missiles, and 18 scrap. It's pretty good. Good deal. So, we will go here, and then jump into the nebula again. You've arrived at a seemingly ordinary beacon, but scans show a slip tunnel opening. Someone with an MV drive is jumping in nearby. Stop right there, Federation vessel. We claim this beacon for our own, and you're in our territory. You'll have to give us tribute if you want to pass. They demand 12 drone parts. 12 drone parts just to not fight you? Like, what is that? That's probably a missile of some sort. It's not a missile I've seen. And an ion. I'm not really scared of that. Autoloaders. Ah. You aren't paying these guys anything. Prepare for battle. Ah, it's a crystal. So what we'll probably do is power up the drone bay. Power up. Actually, what I think I'll do, I'll power up the weapons and then use my emergency power in the mind controller. So, we got power in the hacking. We got a crystal. What a great find. Well, I probably should have targeted the shields. Alright, let's put them in the shields. No? What did you hack? You hacked my piloting. And now, with a Spedin Beam, Let's see if we can hit 4 rooms. 4 rooms. Alright. Well, 3 it is. So before this wears off, oh, well, there must have been a fire somewhere. Someday you might earn enough of a name for yourself that these ships will stop trying to mess with you. But for now, you can cross another set of pillagers off the list. On the plus side, I know that I'm perfectly capable of killing even higher level, high threat ships. Alright, let's see what is over here. An ion storm. You find 2 heavily damaged ships floating nearby, the remains of a battle. You begin to harvest some usable debris when you hear the sounds of someone beaming aboard, followed by the shouts of the boarding party. They must have a super shield bypass unit. Boarders are on board. Well, sucks for them. Oh. Where's my horse? You know what? I can afford to take damage. Oh, you want to come in here? Come inside. Oh, well that's... It is funny, but my ship is actually, like, you don't want to board it. It's pretty bad for boarding. So, let's power up the oxygen. And where else do we want to go? Let's try and visit all these beacons. There may not be sound in space, but the flashing from deep in the nebula suggests a battle is being waged, but you aren't sure by whom. Check. The pirate vessel stands victorious over its rival, a civilian ship. They aren't one to pass up another fight, so they immediately lock onto you and attack. Well, sucks to be them, I suppose. I think this is a crew kill ship, so it's crew kill. We land in shields, and what do we have? A human medic and an orchid. Let's hope we get the medic. We get the orchid. That's fine. Switch them around so the medic is damaging the orchid. Let's see if we can crush the O2. You've defeated the pirate vessel. You scrap the remains before contacting the victim. The civilian ship is beyond repair. Their crew, weak and afraid, come aboard your ship. Most end up not surviving, but one regains their strength and pledges to work with you. Declan. Can the Gibbs Force actually operate systems? Alright. He actually can. Wait, no, he can't. Alright. Well, Declan, you're probably going to be our pilot now. And also, like, can you operate doors? No, you cannot. So the gift horse is just gonna stay here, I guess. And we have an orchid store over here. Let's check it out. See what kernel weapons they have for sale first. There is nothing the orchids have that I want. Multiple orchids wave to customers, trying to get their attention while curious shoppers of various species look about. Let's perform a ritual and meditate briefly. So we got a kernel 2, a pierce 2, and nothing in particular. 1, 2. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to jump back into the nebula. This beacon has a clearing from the nebula, revealing more of distant space. However, it appears a rebel has already arrived and is now approaching quickly. Alright, well, it'll meet the same fate as everyone else. Well, that was a bit too soon. So now, time to kill the clone bay. This could prove problematic. The battery failed, and now we have to wait. I could take power out since they're incapable of attacking. I could train shields. Yeah. The screams of the rebel crew have at last been silenced. You almost feel bad. Almost. This long-range beacon has been hidden within a nebula. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump into the next sector. Let's check storage and hold a ritual. Let's meditate for 3 jumps. You feel happier after your meditation. So, if you take 3 energy out and pump 3 energy, we have 1 more energy bar to play with, which we can put into weapons. This is about as much as, well, engines. That is about as much as I'm going to put in engines. Because now mind control and battery work together. Now, what would be, I'm thinking, I'll need a drone booster, and honestly, it's cheap enough, I might as well. Your crew drones gain double movement speed and 50% boost to combat and sabotage speed, repair extinguishing speed, and 20% boost to crew healing wherever applicable. That is going to be pretty good. Mind control, cerebral overcharge. Allied crew gain a 15% buff to repair and combat damage and heal twice as fast. Performance upgrade. Battery cooldown reduced by 80%. I don't think that's necessary, because the mind control also is what stops. Hard light bypass? What does it matter? A defense scrambler. That will be very necessary. Even though it costs 10 drone parts, it is worth it. Alright. So, we can go to the wrecked colonies or a liberated sector. I opt for the liberated sector. Now, even though there is a sale, I don't have a lot of scrap. So let's view tasks from Kura. We can get a harpoon gun, 5 scrap, plus resources. Try not to step on a newspaper, or try not to step on an old man's lawn. Have your medical staff or systems be up to par, so I'll take the very hard one. Separatists aren't huge friends to the Federation after they refuse support against the oppressive Harmony trying to stifle them. However, they usually like to keep to themselves, and hopefully won't be too much of an issue to you. This was Lunch and Energy Sector, still under the influence of the Harmony. However, Separatists have since broken free and taken this sector as their own. Unlike many other sectors, and the entry beacon here, there are no ships in sight. The Separatists like to enjoy individual lives. They feel no need to protect their sector from intruders. Let's do something. Send the salvage team out, and we find nothing. Alright, upgrade the med bay, and the task is over there. I will check up here in case there is a link, and we can get the true ending. Though no ship is located at this beacon, a single Separatist NG beams onto your ship. You waste no time to ask if he may scan your body. Wishing to save his form in shape of yours. Allow him. Your body is ugly. I do not wish to take this form. Goodbye. He beams off the ship. Distress. 1, 2. Well, then we go to this stress, yes. He wants fuel. I can give him luck, and he'll update my sector map. The link is impossible to reach. Nice. No true ending today. So we have an auto ship, and we're gonna fight him. Let's see if I can line this up, because he has no shields, which is kind of silly. So he asked my weapons. Unfortunately, I don't think this will work out too well for me. The auto ship is trying to escape with his broken engine. This is an automated message. You are to cease attacking this autodrome, and in return it will dispense a section of its cargo. 4 missiles and 21 scrap is not worth my time. The autoship explodes into multiple pieces. Its complicated AI brain shattered into a mere scrap matter. The autoship appears to have an excess of drone parts left behind in the wreckage. The extra drone parts are always helpful. You collect as much as you can. So, I guess I'll go to the pirate store, and then the task. I'll try and hit as many ships as possible. Let's hail, and let's buy some fuel. Question them about it. You know damn well where we got him, and now you'll be our next. Oh well. If they want to fight, I'll oblige them. I could use some weapon training. Where are you? Kicks. So, let's send in our battle drone. So that's a leech. I should probably micro and kill the Separatists. Or the Rockmen, rather. Alright, the leech should be running low about now. Oh. Oh! The clone bay, of course. Alright, well, let's power up weapons and try and kill that thing. For some... Oh! Alright. Alright. We managed to crew kill them. The pirate crew has been killed. This action will no doubt avenge many civilian lives. The pirate ship appears to have an excess of ammunition left behind. The ammunition is always helpful. We collect as much as we can. Let's wait for the ions to wear off. And let's take some power out of our mind control. A shifty-looking slaver approaches, hailing with offers promising and willing workers for a reasonable price. Let's attack the slaver scum. Slavers are the scum of the galaxy. We'll be doing it great justice wiping this one out. Yeah, I just want free crew, that's all. And we land on the O2. Please mind control the mantis. We got the leech instead. And we got another leech. It appears the slaves did not survive the fighting. You find their burnt bodies in the hold, but before you can strip the ship, you hear faint noises in the walls. You break off a latch and a slave falls out of the hidden compartment, coughing. Once composed, the slave offers to join your crew. We get an NG named Remo. He appears to be a Harmony NG. He can live at our doors. Which means we can get another dude in our weapons. So, we're going to head here, and then to the exit. An NG ship hails you, though their camera has been turned off. Federation, we request, repeat, aid in search of traitors. We require supplies. We can agree to their absurd request, or contact them and negotiate further. I think we will contact them. The NG requests to communicate with them. The NG ship doesn't respond. After continuous hails, their weapons go online. Ah, I wonder what that's all about. Well, time to put a drone in there. Ah, the Spencer drone ain't working out for them, is it? So it lands. Oh. Well, by the looks of things, I don't think Separatist NG are known for being pretty good fighters. As you reflect back on the fight, it dawns on you that the crew of the ship was staffed entirely by Separatists. You aren't sure what to make of this, but you move on to scrap the ship. I was thinking it was Mantis. I was getting ready for those. So, I should be able to hit the storm. The wrecks of smaller NG ships drift by, fully emptied of crew. Above them is a bishop vessel, weapons still hot. Ah, so a renegade has arrived. Do you see my latest kill? Tremble before the might of Paul the Invincible, and I shall let you live. Funny thing about that, you're not trembling? Well then, that is your loss. Paul the Invincible shall destroy you. Let's power up the drone. And await mind control. What is that? That is a suzerain, and that is a bishop. You want the suzerain and the bishop to fight each other. Right, kill. The so-called Paul the Invincible was not so invincible after all. However, with his crew all now on the brink of death, it seems you'll need some way to reinvigorate him to get that report. Use the upgraded medbay to save him. I don't understand. Why have you saved Paul's life? Oh, I see, you want something. Well, Renegade, what is it you wish to take from me? We want the reports from the POW camp you managed during the Fed Mantis War. That is oddly specific, but you are in luck. Paul keeps careful catalogs. Follow. The bishop leads you to an archive room, where he hands you several dozen data disks. Satisfied, you caution him never to mess with you again and leave. Ruthlessly efficient. I applaud you. Though there were several parts in the process you could have optimized. Oh well. You lack the perfection only an AI such as myself could reach. Now, transfer me the data on those disks. Would you allow me to air my thoughts as I look these over, or do you have other matters to attend to? The Mantis seemed to have described in gruesome detail the kinds of torture they used on their victims. Mr. Wentworth was resilient. He persistently refused to surrender information on the Federation. In return, the Mantis emoliated certain regions of his body, rendering him impotent. It seems had the break attempt between him and Mr. Tully not been successfully staged, he would have lost his eyesight and tongue next. Wow. I am an AI of my ever-scrupulous word, for now at least. Do ensure you do not disappoint me in the future. There is no shortage of ways I can dispose of you, if you disappoint me, Renegade. Let's explore. Nothing remains. Check storage. Let's hold a ritual. We can't actually reach the store. Well, time to venture into Coalition territory. And seeing as this is the next... This is Sector 4, so... Where will we be going? We could go to the Union core worlds, the rebel strongholds, the central shipyards. Oh well, the black market is out. So it's the central shipyards, the rebel stronghold, and the Union core worlds. I think we can try our luck in the Union core worlds. Oh, well, I didn't grab the hat, so that was kind of bad. You've entered a sector controlled by the Coalition. They are no small threat, so watch your step in this sector. Heh, welcome. I hope you intend to pay the way. You're a Federation ship. Men, arm the guns. We have intruders. Prepare to fight. Or we can pay the fee. I have enough money. Let's pay the fee. You hand over the scrap and hope it's enough to satisfy them. Well, scrap does not lie. Go ahead. Mantis Store. Merchants are not highly respected among the Mantis race, so few undertake the profession. You're madly surprised to receive an advertisement from a nearby space dock. Might be worth looking into. Heh, you've fallen into a trap. They're not stored here, only death. Ah, should have known. Well, it's a good thing I have this store. Well, this drone. Ah. Please control the Mantis, and you got the engine. So, you decided to board my ship. Here, buy the horse. And, go eat this energy. I don't know what level this med bay is, but it needs to be weakened. Despite the Mantis being fearsome warriors, they were no match for your ship. So, what am I gonna do? Honestly, I need to optimize my stuff. I need another weapon. Above all, I need another store. An eager Mantis contacts you. Yes, this is a chance to prove myself. Your blood is the path leading to our glorious Coalition ship of own. Alright, let's see what's going on. Let's deploy a drone. They have a med bay, which could be problematic. Fortunately, we land in the med bay. And an energy pops up. Let's hope we get the Mantis. We got the energy. But well, the Mantis has more health than usual. And a horse managed to get in. Get my controls. That is not good. We have a Mantis here. Should we let the horse? I think we just let the horse beat on the human and then move him into the med bay. And we lost our drone. However, I believe we killed one of them. So we're just gonna have to continue and be careful. Alright. Time for another boarding drone. He's decided to mind control? So, oh. You move to scrap the empty Mantis ship. However, as you scrap the remains, you hear clanging from the cargo bay. You open the cargo bay and find a Mantis survivor who attacks you in range. The intruder is subdued, but it lifts some damage. Alright, that was a hectic fight. Well, there's a rock store. We might as well check that one. Rock traders are more common than you'd think, but they aren't always happy to deal with anyone. The ship here is no exception. And refuses to trade with you unless you pay a fee of ammunition. Well, let's change the trader's mind. Entering a hypnotic state, the Rockman welcomes you on board and even pays you some scrap out of kindness. Well, we got the virulent. We got long-range scanners. Very necessary. What was I looking for? Harpoon gun? Yeah, this. That can go. It probably works well with the boarding strategy, but I'm looking for drones. And frankly, I just don't get it. Alright. Well, I need more power on shields. I need better weapons, which I'm not getting. I suppose we can upgrade doors. And look here. We can buff our mind control. The thing is, I want my mind control to, also, kill people. Onboard tech. A life form scanner would be great. Things to consider. Ion Storm and an Ion Storm. And I have 9 jumps. And we have a pulsar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Honestly, I'm so far ahead of this sector. The pulsar isn't the only obstacle this beacon has. A coalition ship wastes no time making the attack. Alright. Let's launch the drone. Alright, what do we have here? A slug. A rockman. LH. Alright, let's go into the thing. Let's take out his shields. We lost a Zoltan. That's completely okay. Because frankly, in all honesty, I mean, what's he gonna do? Stand there? Setting our ship a lot. There's a mantis in here. We're gonna have to meditate a lot. A mixture of all different kinds of alien blood is on your hands. No wonder they hate the Federation. So do something. Let's hold a ritual and prepare. We're still not feeling it. Accept the supplies. Best of luck, Captain. Scrap recovery. I'm feeling misty. You're stuck in this hell too? I'm almost sympathetic, but the Federation is responsible for creating the coalition. Yes, so are you, dumbass. Alright. We have a guard missile drone for free. I need some better weapons. As they move across the interior of the rebel ship, you can still see the soldiers' corpses twitching. It's quite morbid. You don't feel bad in the slightest. Alright, let's explore. We detect a rebel scout attacking a refueling outpost. Let's intervene. And this is where we'd send an ion intruder. Because no matter where it goes, it's gonna hit something. It's gonna hit a good place. It'll just cost us a drum part. Ship breaks apart, and we've been harassed non-stop. So we got the Aragon domain and the Theocracy territory. I guess I'll go with the Aragons. On a wing and a prayer. And the Illesctrian B. You've entered hyperspace. Let's check for... nope. Please obtain this document. Alright. A password. Alright, that should be good. Let's accept this job. Proceed to the leech sector. Don't expect your largest threat here to be the leeches themselves. Their kind have mostly stayed neutral towards the Federation. The risk lies between the Inquisition and Coalition forces allied with the Republic. Be careful with who you confide in here. Try not to take too much advantage of the downtrodden citizens here. Each society is in tatters, and their government is in a constant state of upheaval. Hopefully, the government doesn't collapse while you're here, and you can make it out the other end safely. I have so much scrap. I don't feel like dealing with rock borders. That's why. Oh, the task is here. I can get that out of the way. You found the bank in question. But it's protected by a fierce-looking autoship. To get to the vault, you'll have to destroy it first. Oh well, attack the autoship. You arm the weapons. It doesn't look well on the Federation or its citizens. Ah, nice one. What do you mean, innovation? Isn't... Oh. Please land in shields or cloaking. You landed in the worst place possible. Well, several large chunks of debris almost collide with your ship, but fortunately you're able to swerve out of the way. Looks like the region, whatever. Suddenly you receive a hail from Kura. Whatever. Kura is not happy that we ran, even though that task was impossible. A coalition ship hails you from nearby. At first you're hesitant of a trick, but they seem to genuinely want to talk. I can't take it! I can't take it! I just can't take it. These leeches are driving me mad. I could be in some cushy job blowing up orphanages. But apparently leeches don't even have orphanages. They'd already blown them all up. What good is there? I can't senselessly murder children. Whoa, calm down. Yeah, whatever. Point is, I need to let off some steam. I can't go killing leeches myself. Got one of them worms working on my ship, giving me weird looks while I tell you all this. So, go blow up some leeches. I don't care who. Better yet, if you find not a blown up orphanage, go blow it up. I could go for an Ampere, but honestly, I just want to get to the ship. Loser. A rock store. I'll go for the merchant. So let's dock with the mission. Do you know the holy words? Of course. Recite them. Rockman Grouse. Well. Rebecca. You can pulse. And let's put a battle drone in there. Alright, what are we to do? You can't imagine it looks good on the Federation when you keep killing rock ships like this, but you're past the point of caring. Honestly, they had it coming. Sell some resources first. Let's sell some missiles. Rare weapons. Ooh! An Once launcher. However, the Shard launcher. Look, here's the thing, I need new weapons. The ones I have just ain't cutting it. They can't damage systems, but yeah, you know it's worse than a smelly leech. A stupider, smellier Federation captain. The Coalition crew gives a bunch of high fives. Yeah, bolt off from a bunch of losers without shields. Strike fighter, huh? Damn it! Shoot! Mates of some fearsome warrior races, and we completely rinsed them. The Coalition store. Alright, hell then, maybe we'll get lucky. Federation ain't... Coalition ain't what it's cracked up to be. Life just sucks, man. Well... Truth be telling, Coalition not what cracking up to be. I think that's Semantis. Yeah! Alright, well, let's meditate for a few jumps. We feel happier. Amp laser, magnifier, crew teleport. No cloaking. This is not ideal. Leech has an important message to relay. Mental health no laughing matter. Depression can be tough to go through. Just remember that you aren't alone. No matter where you are in life, you can't give up. Your family and friends are here for you. If you or a loved one is struggling with depression or suicidal thoughts, seek help and don't let it go untreated. You wait for some dramatic twist or punchline, but nothing comes. Turns out mental health is serious business. The leeches offer you some scrap as thanks for listening. You hope you'll take this advice to heart. Oh, that is nice, except, I really want... I think there is a blue option involving a clone cannon, which is like, tell them that I force people to commit suicide, and apparently that kills your ship or something, or it does a lot of damage to you. I don't know. Asteroid field? No, thank you. Explore. Scrap the trapper. Well, I could go to a slug store. Alright. Lock the doors. Despite your enhanced security, through the entire transaction, everything goes normal. It was all a false alarm. Good. Home ritual. A Corbin. Cloaking! Or hacking. Which one's to play? Honestly, I'm feeling cloaking right about now. Doctor drone, assault drone, thundershock. Repair burst. I need better weapons. I need like system damaging weapons. I don't have it. Or like, you know, fighting drones. Like, can I get another border? Theocracy homeworlds. Oh, great. You've entered hyperspace. Rockmen have fortified their homeworlds in complete control over the sector. Try not to get on the bad side of the Elders. You arrived at the homeworlds. Outsiders are not welcome here. The holy texts mandate that heretics are to be removed from this plane of existence. How dare you scoff at the words of the Elders? What lies have you been fed to have such erroneous thoughts? You are the ones who have been fed lies. Simple-minded and foolish. It is those such as you who stand in the way of enlightenment promised by our crystalline gods. The Inquisition will make quick work of you. that a crusader? God, these guys are slow. Honestly, I don't feel like tagging with rock elites. Not with this setup. I'd like to just... Oh, the bounty hunter. Just, can you get me a store, please? A store with, like, weapons? Raid the temple. A Rockman temple dedicated to the crystal race. Thick fog covers the planet. It's hard to see if anything's protecting the shrine. Let's raid it. While attempting to rob the temple, you are stopped by a rock vessel who immediately attack. Wow, what a surprise. So many missiles. Can't imagine it looks good. Yeah, whatever, I don't care. I need weapons, and I need them bad. Stonewall. Okay. This beacon has landed you concerningly close to the densely populated rock planet. We double check when the ship's computer informs you that this is no ordinary rock planet, but rather Brachus 4, the home planet of the rock race. The ship computer informs you on a few other details. Brachus 4 was largely abandoned because the massive industrial mining on the planet's surface led to disastrous lack of natural resources. This city, the capital of rock civilization, is one of the only few that remains populated. It is under strict control by one of the 5 rock eldars, Stonewall. His incredibly uncreative name goes well in line with his uncreative methods of punishing dissidents, which usually involve torture and public executions. The city below is bustling with activity, and far in the distance lay Stonewall's palace, blocking out the sunrise. It is not the biggest building here, but it commands the most attention. Let's attack it! You came to this reality to make a change, and the rock government is no better than the rebels. As you approach the palace, however, the gigantic rock cruiser exits, ready to combat. High threat, it's a mini-boss. Is that a paladin? Alright, boys. We are going hunting. Please. A paladin or a Rockman elder? Alright. Please roll paladin. I mean, a crusader is still good. Oh, these things never miss? No ship can outmatch you, not even a mighty elite rock cruiser. Now defeated, the remains of the cruiser go down in flames, destroying the vast garden leading up to the palace's entrance. It's plenty to scrap, but you don't have much time with the rock soldiers running up to meet you. Along with along with the Rockman comes Stonewall himself, extremely irate at the damage you caused. What have you done? You have proven your point. Everywhere you go, you only bring destruction and disrupt our ways of life. What is it you want? Why have you come here to ruin this day? Will simple money make you leave? Use Stonewall as a hostage to bargain for a greater reward? We came here to make a change. Assassinate Stonewall now. You swiftly draw your blaster and blast Stonewall right in the chest. The mighty titan of a creature falls to the ground in a thud. The rock soldiers are sent into chaos. You rush back into the ship, but are stopped by a surge of rock citizens breaking down the palace gates. A large horde of onlookers, witnessing your brave execution of their longtime brutal dictator, have been pushed to revolt. They are stampeding to take down the soldiers. Stay and help them fight. It's a violent fight, and there's heavy casualties on both sides, but with your trained military crew, you help sway the tide in the civilians' favor. Once the battle is for certain over, the civilians thank you for your help. Most march on to take control of Stonewall's palace, but one rock, a crusader who turned against his master, stays behind. You have done us a considerable service. I cannot let this go without thanks. Our kind may finally be free from this oppression, but this could very well be the start. I want to stay behind and keep fighting, but I also know a Federation ship passing through here with such a powerful loadout is a very important mission awaiting them. They can use all the manpower they can get. You're damn right about that one. Hey, where's that one? Over there. Over there. You two can go over there. Medical assistance required at station this number. Need help extracting a parasite. We will pay. The Rockmen are mildly confused that a Federation ship is offering to help, but don't complain. We are representatives for Zulfikar Industries. Yesterday, CMO Rig Bramston arranged a meeting on these premises with a Zoltan envoy named Tintan to discuss means of distribution and marketing within the ministry. However, we did not anticipate a slug vessel to arrive shortly after and deploy a prank on the meeting, mind-controlling Rig to consume Tintan whole. As you can understand, we are now in quite the dilemma and need to operate immediately. Let's convince them to live together, even under the effects of mind control. It takes a lot of convincing to get the two to agree with each other for existing among one another. Their life forever changed, now remarkably for the better. They thank you, and even ask to join your crew. The rock station is confused as to what happened, but Rig seems certain that this is the right option, in his stupor, and the Rockman agrees to let him go. Symbiote. Alright. Gift horse? Well, I got Rig. The gift horse was nice, but it's time for Rig, I guess. Oh, well. On the surface of the nearby planet is a massive ravine. It all looks normal until you spot two rock scouts flying past deeper into the ravine. Let's follow them. You trail the ships far behind, making sure they can't see you, but never losing them. Not long after, you reach a fork in the ravine, and the ships split. You don't want the rebel fleet catching up. You'll only have time to explore one of the paths. Let's go left. The ship stops at what looks like a giant facility built in the face of the ravine's sheer drop. With nowhere to hide, the Rockmen inevitably spot you and prepare to defend whatever this facility may be. Running low on fuel. You've defeated the rock vessel. We got 2 fuel and a drone part. The entrance to the structure leads you to a deprecated lobby. A barely functional elevator suggests there must be a backup generator running, because this facility has long since been abandoned. There's several different options for floors to explore, but you'll only have time for one. Let's go to the floor marked Armory. Analyst Red Pinpoint. That's pretty cool. You're off to save the Federation, aren't you? And you expect to survive with that hunk of junk? We're strong enough to destroy you. One ship is not the same as a fleet, but at least you've got some fire. Meet us at these coordinates if you want to prove to us that the Federation is worth saving. Agent away. Well, okay. Interdimensional leak. The Affluent. Alright. Pierce Magnifier. That's it. Hold up. Since I have cloaking, I don't need this. But first of all, this. Suppressor. It can take down 3 shields. A brandish beam. Heavy hull damage. This is what I need. Granted, I think the Theseus is I think the Theseus is what I'm gonna roll with, though. So it takes 2 power to deploy. I mean, it is a value point. What will the suppressor do? I mean, if I'm rolling with mine launchers and missiles. I mean, it's very close to a sun. No, I'll go here, and then I'll meditate. You arrive at the coordinates given, and find yourself dangerously close to a Class N star. The other ship messages you. Let's see how long your puny ship can handle this heat. Prepare for a challenge. Theseus. And they power up their FTL drives, leaving this guy vulnerable. I can go for the weapons. Oh, maybe they need their FTL drive. Alright, next sector. Oh boy, here we go. Alright, what crazy stuff do they have this time? Your eyes are almost immediately drawn to a golden Lanius vessel. You assume at first the gold is just paint, but scans show the ship is made literally out of pure gold, reinforced by some unidentifiable alloy. Hail the vessel. The Lanius crew stand almost perfectly still, staring at the camera. You feel violated by the way they look at you, and almost hang up before one steps forward and speaks. You are revolting. Excuse me? You speak to me, worm? You do not understand my ascension? I am wealth incarnate. I am the glowing veins of the libertarian bliss. I am capitalism. My bank accounts grow so large, they invented a new number just to describe my magnificent wealth. I own entire realities. I own life itself. I haven't just won the game of life. I am the game of life. You are worthless next to me. The value of your life is so repugnant, so pitifully low, that I could simply drown you in my pocket change. I could smother you to death with the pure volume of my incomprehensibly large fortune. You are nothing. You are a shit stain that I pay someone to 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 clean up. Do you understand that? There isn't even 6 degrees of connection between us. I am on another plane of existence from you. I am another plane of existence. I am so unimaginably superior to you that when you speak, I can't even hear you. All I hear is the dull moan of the trillions of worthless roaches like you I step on every day, on my way to make another quintillion dollars by simply existing. I hate you. I loathe you. I wish the worst possible fate upon you, you loathsome, pitiful disgrace. There isn't even a word in the pure vitriol in the dictionary to describe just how lowly I see you, to contain the pure vitriol I feel about your loathsome existence, and how much you insult me by even existing. So, I'll make one up. Thatch Fizzgler. What? You aren't even worth the weight of my excrement, you vile pus bulb. When you're dead, I will buy this entire reality and use the meat harvested from its every living being inhabitant to create a living torture chamber where I run endless simulations of your worthless conscience living out the most painful. You mute the comms and power your weapons. And it sounds like the right call. So it's got shields, but let's see. We got a welder, we got clone base, and you know, I'm thinking. Now hear me out. Now hear me out. Before things get too crazy, now, hold on a sec. What if? Now, hold on. So who's mind controlled? Oh. You think you've eliminated me for good? You think this is the end? You pitiful waste of life. You have no idea how little this changes anything. I am so infinitely wealthy that I cannot even truly die. My bank accounts are an anchor on my very soul. I cannot die. I am forever. When you are dead, buried and forgotten, I will continue to amass more money in a microsecond than your entire bloodline will ever amount to. Well, whatever. Stranger, you've done most excellent work. Honestly, I think that was probably the easiest one of them all. If only I'd been there to see it. Now the weapon. Seems it had a sort of scrap transformer. You feed it scrap, and it rearranges the matter to create ammunition. How incredible. Here's your copy, stranger. Pleasure doing business with you. Okay. A gun made only for the wealthiest of renegades. Fires a barrage of 5 gems and have a variety of different effects, but it costs scrap to fire. Hull damage, fire chance, ion, crew damage, walks down a room, and system and breach damage. Seems every time I do anything, it costs something. Let's explore, help them and see what's wrong. Union Core Worlds. Actually, I wanted to reroute there, so I think it works. Well, it's a good thing I didn't get rid of my human. Union Core Worlds are also the home to Earth, the home worlds of mankind heavily protected by the militia. This is no place to play villain, unless you're willing to suffer the consequences. Despite this, in recent times, a mysterious pirate faction known as the Brood have begun terrorizing Union settlements abroad. Keep a lookout for these elusive pirates. There may be a reward for tracking them down. You've entered the civilian core worlds, a well-protected civilian sector, and a home to the galactic unit. As such, many important political figures are here, and just go about your business, do anything, whatever. Undergo inspection. At long last, you make your way to the checkpoint entrance. Your crew are taken one by one into a full room scanning machine that examines everything from your chemical makeup to the contents of their stomach. There's some trouble where they think your symbiote is trying to smuggle a Zoltan refugee, and after you've explained the complicated situation, they just give up and let them through. The rest of the crews might be a makeshift crew of all kinds, but militiamen don't seem to care, and you're all allowed to pass. You arrive at a massive Rockman shipyard and notice the ship that had just tried to kill you is docked and already being repaired. Well fought. I must say, I did not expect you to survive. I am convinced of your strength and pledge to assist your cause. Let us patch up your hull and provide you with some supplies. I mean, damn. I got a lot of rocks here. This is a... Do I get rid of the NG? I think I get rid of the NG. I mean, he's my pilot. I can't get rid of him. Wait, hold on. Since I'm looking for the Union Core Worlds, and I'm finally here, it's a distress with a ship. Okay, well, that's not a ship, so I kind of don't care. Oh, man. Inquire about the offer. We do. Old Kestrel. Gotta. Wait a minute. Combat damage. 1 power. Oh, this is what I was looking for. The Mantis ship, they move in to attack. Okay, well. It leaves behind a bunch of stuff. Great. Thieves. Alright. Do something on board the ship? Yeah, let's run salvage. Finally, some fuel. Ah. A burst 3? And a burst 2 and a whole... Yeah, this is like a wet dream or something I am looking at. So 18 seconds, 18 seconds. The Bedazzler. So, we are looking for a distress store. Oh, greeting! You not yet run away, so I assume you're friendly. We come there by mistake, looking for a Federation sector to enroll in military. We hunted by militia? Very unfortunate. You think we could convince them? Contact? You're joking. It's that the aliens are dangerous. They're filthy mantis. I can't bribe them, so... I think if I threaten them... Let the free mantis go and we'll spare you. Geez, you people are insane. How can I repair you? Scrap. Yeah, we need scrap. We need scrap badly. Okay. Before reinforcements arrive. Alright. We can take them. You suspect left that little detail out of the job offer, or whatever. We need to get these guys to surrender, so try not to kill them. Okay. Where's the Kasparov? I already did this. Okay. Finally! 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. I found a distress with a ship. So, what am I going to do? I mean, am I gonna fail the monk cruiser? This isn't as hard as I thought it was gonna be. But okay. A nearby looping distress signal reveals a badly damaged station and an escape pod. With little time to react, you scoop up the pot and open it, to find a badly injured man with a massive gash on his back. Please, help! There's a maniac! Ugh! The man flops over dead, pools of blood forming beneath him. It's incredibly gruesome, and for once, you're glad you become so desensitized to this stuff in your profession. Investigate the station. As soon as you step aboard, you immediately regret it. Though the main lights are mostly out, and the emergency lights only offer a faint red glow, you spot all kinds of troubling sights. A corpse lays just inches away from another escape pod hatch, and several bodies hang from wires reaching out of the ventilation shafts. Knife marks cover the walls, and there's blood everywhere. This is no ordinary invasion. This is a massacre. As you continue exploring, you eventually come across a strange man, dressed in bright equinoid costume covered in blood, with a burn on his leg, which he's tending to. You reach out and touch the man on the shoulder, and he whips around to you in surprise. Are you okay, sir? What's going on? The man smiles when he sees you, almost unnaturally, despite the pain he must be in. He speaks in a high-pitched voice and talks to you as if you were a child. Friends, I'm so glad you've come to help. He reaches out his hand, which you reluctantly shake. I'm Eli the Equinoid. Nay! She whinnies, pretending to prance with her hands. Ellie? I thought it was a man. What? Did you ever watch my show? Are you a fan? Are you super fan? Maybe. Oh, I met so many fans. Everyone loves my show. It's timeless. It's ageless. I can't remember. How silly. Everyone's watched the Ellie the Equinoid show. Oh, friends, won't you help me? This station has many bad people on it. Bad people who hurt Ellie. We must stop them before they hurt more people. Will you help me? Oh, pretty please. Oh, whatever. Great, I'll stay here and keep tending to my leg. You hurry off and take care of those baddies. Nah. Good luck. Please don't destroy the station. Even magical horses like Ellie can't breathe in space. Fine. I'll do what I can. I will deploy Ghana. You. I will tell everyone to get back to their stations. You've cleared the station of the engineers. After scrapping the exterior, you board the station again. You find Ellie not long after, prowling in the hall, still limping. You try to ask her what she's doing, but are interrupted by a loud clang from across the hallway. Ellie gets down on her knees, inches towards the corner, where she seems to spot something. She turns and puts a finger to her lip towards you, then pokes her head around. What are you doing? Ellie doesn't answer, instead getting back to her feet in rapid fashion. So quickly, you nearly forget she's injured. She vanishes from sight, and moments later you hear her yelling, No, please, Stefan, don't do this. Please, I'm sorry. It was Wentworth's order to fire you. I had nothing to do with it. Please, The man is cut off. And moments later, there's a sickening thud, followed by silence. The stranger in the horse costume comes back around, clutching a bloody knife. You motion for your crew to step back, but she stashes her knife and smiles again. They took Ellie's show off the air. Rotten no good, nay. Sorry, I almost said something above the age rating there. What will the children watch without Ellie? It's blasphemous. It's luderificus. Positively insanidificanius. Did you just stab that guy? Ellie would never harm an innocent life. She's too pure and kind. You, Mr. or Mrs. Renegade, however, are a big meanie. But these people here are even bigger meanies. Sometimes you need a meanie to put another in their place. And trust me, there's more meanies on Ellie's list. Oh, will you help me? We have so much fun working together. I pinky promise, nay. Fine. Yay, we're going to have so much fun, Superfan. I can't wait, I'm super excited. Squeak. You got that right. The former star of the famous children's show, Lily the Equinoid, she shows signs of insanity. Bloodlust level 1. Vengeance makes her stronger. Oh boy. Alright. What do I do next? Alright. Talk to Ellie. It's quite shame you're so old, Superfan. You look just about the age to not quite have been born in the time to witness my show. You have no idea about the wonderficness you missed. Not that you couldn't have watched it while you were older, silly. It's just so good it spans generations. Ellie is eternal. Ellie is forever. Ellie suddenly leaps towards you and grabs you in a gigantic bear hug and squeezes you. I love hugs. Yay, a long time ago there was someone else I used to hug a lot. Okay, you can read that. I'm getting tired of reading. Goody-doo. Ellie the Equinoid. You think you shouldn't interrupt the theme song? I'm waiting. You make the mistake of accidentally calling Ellie Stefan once, and she reacts rather oddly. She turns to look at you in response for a brief moment before catching her error, immediately spinning back. When you try to get her attention by the name Ellie again, she still doesn't respond. It seems she's fallen into a strange trance. Maybe she's pretending to be asleep. You should be careful next time. I miss my old friends, Dora, Cammy, Rammy. We used to have so much fun together solving mysteries aboard the Equinox, roaming the galaxy, drinking quarp juice. Quarp juice. So tasty and delicious. What's quarp juice? Only the most wonderfulific deliciousness in the whole galaxy. It's made from freshly squeezed quarp and many, many, many additive sugars. Yay! And what's quarp? It's a fruit, idiot. I don't think quarp is real. Ellie laughs. Wow, Superfan, you're really dumb. Ellie says nothing more and gallops away. So, S. She'll pick out Remy the Rekma. Okay, well, let's go down fast. Ellie... Oh, sorry, Ellie, didn't see you there. You shouldn't bother a horse when she's sleeping. Go find someone else to play with. Earth, land and explore the park. Okay, read the location of the barrel. Should I? I mean, I can always do this later. You know? My priority is the Equinox Cruiser. Winning is the next priority. The first part, the barrel was originally given to a man by the name of Alistair Williams before it was stolen by a Mantis warlord and passed down across generations. Okay. The grave site is among those of every soldier lost to the Mantis invasions. Pre-Igniter. Honestly, do I care? Node 17. Alright, Federation Capital, MFK Ace. I think I'm gonna destroy it. Alright, we made contact with Admiral Tully and he said hi. Ellie couldn't have watched it when I was older. Love hugs. What is going on? Wait a minute. Failing to reach any of the Ellie's quests before jumping to the next sector will lock. So basically, okay, well. We need to defend the outpost. Whatever. We can't waste missiles. Ship breaks apart. A pirate? God damn it, god damn it, god damn it. We need to get away from this bloody sector. Get out of our way. Now, what do I have? I got piloting, I believe. Or did I get the Equinoid? I think it's the Equinoid. So, I mean, I don't have piloting, but... what could I present? Maybe my drone control. Trying to get out of the way. Well, I would think they would do that before. Or whatever. Corby, I would like to present mind control drones. Drones, Corby improves, ambidextrous, offense, defense. It can even fully improve its systems. There's literally no repair. Respond, seek out Federation soldiers. Okay. Attacks at melee combat. Alright, well. Soldier's nice. However, unfortunately, it is a rebel auto ship. Ah. The rebel has destroyed. Oh, great. That stupid fuel thing. It cost me. Oh well. This was actually such a catastrophe. Oh well. I don't know when I'll do this again because this ship is something.